And unfortunately, I am with the majority here who thought that it wasn't the greatest game. Like, there wasn't that much effort that was shown on the court. This WNBA All-Star Weekend was my first in person. I felt like the players were so excited and happy to be there. They just didn't put that much effort on the court. And I also have to admit that I left during the third quarter. I just kind of couldn't take it anymore.
An abomination to the sport of...
During the WNBA All-Star Game media session, Kelsey Plum sparked controversy with a pointed remark. What was supposed to be a press conference focused on player unity quickly took a dramatic turn when Plum criticized Caitlin Clark and members of her team for missing a meeting. However, the situation became even more awkward because Plum made the comment while sitting next to Sabrina Ionescu, one of Clark's strongest supporters. Ionescu's reaction was immediate and memorable, drawing attention to what many viewers interpreted as growing tension within the league. The moment fueled speculation about internal conflicts and rivalries in the Women's National Basketball Association, with some suggesting that jealousy and competition between players could create serious divisions just as the league is gaining significant momentum and popularity.
Powerful moment. We didn't, at least as players, we didn't know that was going to happen. So I think it was kind of like a genuine surprise, but the t-shirt, just united front was determined this morning, that we had a meeting for. And, not to tattletale, but 0 members of Team Clark were very present for that.
The scene appeared carefully prepared to demonstrate unity. During the WNBA All-Star Game, players stepped onto the court wearing bold black shirts displaying a clear and powerful message: "Pay us what you owe us." The moment was meant to show a strong, united stance as players continue negotiating a new collective bargaining agreement with the Women's National Basketball Association. It served as a coordinated display designed to highlight solidarity and determination during these important discussions. However, beneath this show of togetherness, the unity was more fragile than it appeared, and it was about to be publicly tested in a dramatic way.
Kelsey Plum was at the All-Star Game in Indianapolis. She made quite a scene, bruh. This time, at the conclusion of the game, I was one of the first people to break the story about her actually making comments about Caitlin Clark's team not being at this meeting for the CBA negotiations. Now, we know the WNBA All-Stars came out with these t-shirts, "Pay us what you owe us."
During the post-game press conference, Kelsey Plum, a star for the Las Vegas Aces, stepped up to the podium and quickly shifted the tone of the conversation. After briefly summarizing a meeting earlier that morning, where the idea for the protest t-shirts had been discussed, Plum made a pointed remark. With a slight smile, she leaned toward the microphone and commented that she wasn't trying to call anyone out, but that none of the members of Team Clark had been present at the meeting. The room immediately grew tense. Her statement felt like more than a casual observation. Many interpreted it as a direct criticism of Caitlin Clark and her teammates. The comment suggested that the league's most high-profile star and her group had not taken part in a key discussion about the players' collective efforts.
Aneka Agumike, Women's National Basketball Players Association President. Brianna Stewart, Vice President. And Nafisa Collier. All on opposing teams from Team Clark. How does it work out that the 3 biggest players in the Players Association had an idea about wearing a "Pay Us What You Owe Us" t-shirt, make this decision last minute that this is what the players will do? Team Clark somehow isn't present in the meeting that this will take place.
The moment became even more surprising because of who was sitting right next to Kelsey Plum during the press conference. Just inches away was Sabrina Ionescu, a member of Team Clark and one of Caitlin Clark's most outspoken and loyal supporters. Because of this, the comment didn't just target players who weren't present. It was effectively delivered in front of one of Clark's closest allies. The tension in the moment was impossible to ignore. Ionescu's response was immediate and clearly emotional. She appeared stunned, giving Plum a sharp look that suggested disbelief before rolling her eyes in visible frustration. The brief but powerful reaction quickly caught the attention of viewers and spread widely online.
I think it was kind of like a genuine surprise, but the t-shirt, just United front was determined this morning, that we had a meeting for. And, not to tattletale, but 0 members of Team Clark were very present for that. But no, we were just, we had a very,
that really needed to be mentioned.
I'm trying to make a situation light.
As Kelsey Plum tried to ease the tension with an awkward laugh, Sabrina Ionescu leaned toward her microphone. Rather than raising her voice or starting an argument, she responded with calm but pointed sarcasm. Her brief remark, questioning whether the comment truly needed to be brought up, immediately highlighted the uncomfortable atmosphere in the room. The tension between the players was obvious. In that moment, Ionescu not only stood up for her teammate Caitlin Clark, but also subtly suggested that Plum's remark came across as unnecessary and divisive, especially in a setting meant to emphasize unity.
WNBA players, they get more unlikable every day. And the blatant jealousy, the blatant hatred towards Caitlin Clark is, it's obvious. They don't even try to hide it. We got Kelsey Plum talking about these pathetic shirts that they wore out onto the court. And I'm going to tell you, these players all put these shirts on. And like I said in a couple of previous videos, that backfired.
To see why Kelsey Plum's comment was more than just petty and potentially self-sabotaging, you only need to look at the business side of things. The Women's National Basketball Association is, at its core, a business, and no player has had as big an impact on revenue as Caitlin Clark. When the league announced that Clark would miss the All-Star game due to a groin injury, the financial stakes became immediately clear. The event's value took a significant hit. The numbers speak for themselves, and they're stark.
Caitlin Clark, she was officially ruled out before all of these things, and look at the news that dropped. This is wild. WNBA All-Star Weekend. It's supposed to be the star of all stars. All the big dogs is out. Asia Wilson, Sabrina Ionescu, Brianna Stewart, everybody's out. The big dogs are out. You got the rookie, you got Angel Reese, Miss Me Too. All of the stars are here. And look at this news. The get-in price for the WNBA All-Star Game in Indianapolis has dropped 48% from $121 to just $64 after news broke that Caitlin Clark won't be playing.
Before the announcement, the average ticket price for the WNBA All-Star Game was $121. Within 24 hours of Caitlin Clark being ruled out due to injury, that price dropped to just $64, a dramatic 48% decline almost overnight. This wasn't a minor dip. It was effectively a market crash caused by the absence of a single player. Fans made their feelings unmistakably clear. Without Clark, the All-Star Game was no longer seen as worth the full ticket price.
Well, would you look at that? Prices for the WNBA All-Star Game have plummeted 49% after Caitlin Clark was ruled out due to injury, per TickPick. I can't say that I'm surprised by this at all. I mean, no matter how much you love her or hate her, Caitlin Clark is the face of the WNBA. When she goes, the ratings go. Simply put.
The financial and media impact of Caitlin Clark on the Women's National Basketball Association is immense. TV ratings, ticket sales, and sponsorships all soar when she plays, making her the league's key driver of revenue. While Kelsey Plum publicly criticized Clark, Sabrina Ionescu defended her with strategic precision, highlighting the importance of unity and smart leadership. Clark's ability to turn criticism into advantage underscores her dominance both on and off the court, while Ionescu exemplifies how supporting superstars strengthens the league rather than dividing it. This ongoing drama reveals a WNBA at a crossroads. Will it embrace its stars and growth, or let jealousy threaten its future?